Hey guys, welcome back to Notorious Crafts. In this video, I will show you how I made this dollhouse from a kit and how I made most of the furniture from scratch. This house is 144th scale, so it is very small. So it would be great to be a dollhouse for your own dollhouse or a dollhouse for your dolls like Barbie dolls. So this is how the kit arrived. Everything just came in this plastic packaging, but it did not come with any instructions. So I was just constantly referencing the image. So it probably took me twice as long to build since I didn't have step-by-step instructions. I will include a link below to this exact kit if you want to buy one yourself to build a dollhouse for your own dollhouse or just to have a dollhouse kit like this. All of these pieces are made from wood and they are all already painted, which I like because it saves me some time from having to paint each individual piece and waiting for them to dry. And since all of the pieces are made from wood, I used wood glue for the entire construction of the house. So the first thing that I did was grab this large gray wooden piece that is going to be the base, and then applied a little bit of glue and then attached the brown piece, which is going to become the flooring of the house. Always have some toothpicks around so you can clean off any extra glue that might overflow on the sides. Next, I attached all of the walls together. I added some glue to this opening, which is where the front window doors are going to go. There is this small gap, but luckily that is going to be covered up by some blue trim. Some of the pieces did not fit into their correct opening, so I had to sand them down until I got them to the correct size, and then I was able to glue them in. You want to glue in the stairs before you glue in the second floor, since that will serve as a base of where you will set your second floor. I used a small wooden block to hold up the second floor since it kept falling, and this was a great way just to hold up the second floor as the glue dried. Then I attached all of the outside window pieces. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any future projects I create. After attaching the roof, I glued on all of the rails that go around the house. To attach the balcony, I flipped the house over on the side and then glued it on that way and waited for the glue to dry. Then I glued in all of the beams to the ceiling. And this is how the entire finished house looks. I'm going to make all of the furniture next. To make some plants, I used beads as pots and then added some glue inside and then added the greenery in. To make all of the furniture, I just used some wooden popsicle sticks. The ends of the popsicle sticks will be the headboard and base of the bed. I glued all of the pieces together and then painted them white. For the bedding, I cut a small piece of blue fabric and then glued it onto the bed. I also made 2 small pillows from the same exact fabric and then attached them with glue. I will make this couch next. To make the couch, I used some thin coffee stirrs and cut them up into smaller pieces to serve as the base of the couch. I then wrapped each of the pieces of wood with fabric all around. For the legs of the couch, I just used some seed beads that are in the same color blue as the fabric. To make a mini wooden coffee table, I used some round wooden rods and then cut them up into smaller pieces and then attach them together. Next up, I am making a bookcase, so I am using these wooden coffee stirrers. After cutting each piece, I sanded them down to remove the rough edges. I used wood glue to attach all the pieces together. I painted the entire bookcase with white paint. I wanted the bookcase to be filled with books, so I am cutting up the wooden coffee stirrers into even smaller pieces. I used brown, blue, and white paint to then paint these tiny little squares that are going to become my books for the bookshelf. Once the paint dried, I added some glue inside of the bookcase and then went on to add each of these mini books one by one. I will also include links with all of the tools and materials that I use since I sometimes get questions on them. I have this miniature metal chair. It is slightly bigger than all the other furniture, so I just used some pliers to trim it and then sanded it down. Now that all of my furniture is done and complete, I used some wood glue to attach it to the inside of the house. You don't have to use glue to attach anything. I just prefer it since I don't want the furniture getting bumped into and constantly falling over. And maybe you're going to want to move some of the furniture around later. I know mine I'm going to want to keep in place